Some people feel like they're in the dark moving forward. They don't know what the next step is. They have no certainty. They don't know what the next step is. They have a dream. It's out there somewhere, but they never shine the light on it. And that's what vision does. Welcome back to the Prosperous Life Podcast. This is Braiden Belnap. I'm a transformational life coach, entrepreneur, and each week I bring you a transformational message so that you can become your authentic self, so that you can live your vision of life, so that you can live your prosperous life, and so that you can make the impact that you really dream of making. I really thank you for coming back each week, as each week you show up, you transform, and you take that transformation and you go transform other people's lives. You see, if you find this podcast transformational, I'd really encourage you to share it with a friend, as that doesn't just allow this podcast to be seen by more people, it allows both me and you to make a bigger impact together. So let's go ahead and dive in. You see, I'm very excited to share this podcast with you as we talk about what's impossible, why people get stuck, life vision, and bringing that life vision into today. We'll discuss the ins and outs in vision, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, I actually want to slow down for a minute before we jump in. And I want to invite you, as I invite myself, to put all limitations aside. In this podcast, any limitations that we hold are in our mind. We can create anything. The question is, do you choose to create what you believe you can? And how often do we create something that we didn't believe in when we first started? I know all the time my limitations come from my mind. And I know any limitation that you hold is in your mind. So let's go ahead and let that go for a moment. Let's let that go for this podcast. So the first question is, what's impossible? Okay, what's impossible? I think that the only thing, and in fact, I know that the only thing that's impossible is only a journey that you're not willing to walk. You see, if I have a mountain that I want to climb, if I have a vision to do that, and I have goals to take the steps and the trails, then I will succeed, as long as I take the deliberate action needed to succeed. Now, if it's a dream to climb the mountain, I don't take time to set the vision or goals or steps, and I don't take action, then the impossibility was within myself. It was never the impossibility of climbing the mountain. Impossibilities are created in our mind. Now, I believe anything is possible for both me and you. The question is, are I and are you willing to do what's necessary to succeed? You see, certainty is the determination of success or not success. So, do you feel certain? When we look back in the past of books, let's say chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, if you get to chapter 5, you can clearly look back in the book and identify why everything was the way it was. It aligns. Now, same thing for life. Years 1 to 10, 10 to 5, 15, 15 to 20. When you look back, everything makes sense. Everything makes sense why things happen. But what about moving forward? Some people feel like they're in the dark moving forward. They don't know what the next step is. They have no certainty. They don't know what the next step is. They have a dream. It's out there somewhere, but they never shine the light on it. And that's what vision does. When you hold a vision, you know exactly what you want to achieve. You know your purpose. You know what the next step is. You know the goals that you hold so that you can achieve that vision. And so you will consistently have the next step. And as long as you take a step at a time, you will achieve walking and hiking the mountain. The question is, are you willing to set the vision? Are you willing to set the goals? Are you willing to take the deliberate action? And if you are, and you develop that certainty, you will succeed. You have to see what you achieve before it's achieved. With that in mind, most people have dreams, yet most people don't achieve goals. I could guarantee you walk up to anybody, and I mean anyone, they have a dream. They have a dream. You walk up to a lot of people, I'm not going to say all, and you ask them what their vision and the goals are to achieve that dream. And the percentage of people knowing that is going to go down dramatically. As Audrey Hepburn says it, nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. And I do believe in you. You are possible. Are you ready to make the transformation necessary for success? You see, if we put aside all limitations, we recognize nothing's impossible and the only limitations in our mind. Well, now we get to choose to create a life vision, shine the light on the next steps so we continue to grow. See, if you have a life vision, you'll always have something to grow into. You'll never stop growing. Most people have dreams, not a vision written down, not goals to accomplish. Again, most people have dreams. Most people do not have a vision, and most people do not have goals. Do you have goals? Do you have a vision? I can almost guarantee you have a dream. Most people get stuck because they can't see the next step, as I mentioned. If we always have a next step to take, we will always grow. The only impossibilities, the only reason anyone ever gets stuck is that there is no vision. So let's shine a light on that together. Let's shine a light on that together today. So today, if you need to come back, pause this. We're going to go through an exercise. Set aside for the first segment about 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour. Again, as you go through this exercise, I'm going to invite you to set aside all limitations. Nothing. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt what you want. Don't doubt your needs. This is all about what you want to accomplish. This is what God believes you can achieve. Get a journal. Get some pens, pencils, paper. You're going to set aside for 5 minutes for each segment. What you want by the end of your life for every single topic. Business, career, relationships, emotional, spiritual, mental, finances, health, lifestyle, material items. And you're going to take 5 minutes. I'd encourage you to put on some calm music, something that gets you in the flow, that state of mind to really vision what you want for by the end of your life. Take 5 minutes, peace. No limitations. Generally write down exactly what you want. What do you want by the end of your life? Exactly what you want to achieve. Once you accomplish that, come back. And you're then going to take the rest of the time that you've allocated, 45 minutes to an hour, and you're going to go through and thoroughly understand the vision. What is it that you specifically want? And what is the purpose? If you accomplish this alone and you don't take the rest of the steps that I'm going to take you through, your life will change. Your life will transform. because you'll see that there is greatness within you, as I see, as God sees, and I know other people see. You are capable of anything you set your mind to. There is no impossibilities, and the life vision you set, you are worthy of. You see, we want to then, after we've created our life vision, we want to bring it into today. When you have a vision for life, it's crucial to have the goals to follow up. Let's say I have a vision to get to the top of the mountain. Well, we need to set goals to accomplish the trails in the mountain. We need to have the goals to accomplish the steps. That way we have deliberate actions to be taken to achieve the top of the mountain. You see, when you climb a mountain, you don't go from 1 to 100. The 100 is the vision, and the 1 is where you're at now. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. One step at a time. One action at a time. One thought at a time. And you will achieve success. So now this is going to take another 30 minutes. And this 30 minutes is going to set you up for great success again. Going through these 2 steps alone will transform your life, because you'll have certainty moving forward. You'll have a vision moving forward. You'll know you'll be able to achieve your life success moving forward when you do these. And for each item, each goal that you have in your life vision, you're going to ask these questions, and you're going to ask them specifically so that you know what to do. What do you specifically want to accomplish? So you take, the mountain. Want to achieve the top of the mountain? Now we're going to work on the trails. What do you specifically want to accomplish? What's the next goal that needs to be accomplished for you to climb your mountain? What is the exact purpose of accomplishing this? What's your purpose for walking this next trail? And is it measurable? Do you know when you've accomplished it? Can I, God, you, an accountability partner, identify whether you have or have not accomplished this goal? And is it time-based? When will you achieve it by? If you set that you're going to climb a mountain in a week, well, it'll probably take a week. If you set it in a day, you'll probably accomplish it in a day. So set the time that you want to accomplish it in. Push yourself. If you know you can accomplish something in a month and you set it for a year, you're not just doing yourself a disservice. You're disserving your family, your friends, because you know what you're capable of doing. So be specific. Have a purpose. Be measurable. And definitely set a time base that you know that you're not just serving yourself, but you're serving the world, and you're pushing yourself to what you're capable of doing. Now, again, everyone has dreams. Not many follow through. And today you have an opportunity to follow through with your dreams. Are you or are you not going to do that with me? Dreams go with you to the graveyard, and your vision is created to stay and impact people for generations to come. Question is, are you going to be the impactor? Or are you going to be the person with a dream that dies with them that nobody heard about? I forget where it comes from, but somebody speaks upon the concept that the graveyard is the richest place in the world. And I'd really agree with that. How many dreams do go unheard? How many dreams go uncreated? And yet everybody set a vision and created and transformed and made their vision happen. Impacted people for centuries. Generations. Are you going to be remembered by your grandkids, kids, your generations? Are you creating a vision that will make a change, not just for the world, but for your family? Don't let your dreams go to the graveyard with you. You're listening to this. You are not on your deathbed. You have a choice to stand up and stand for you and your growth. You see, when I was transforming my life, I had a dream in my head. I had a dream to be a coach. I read books. I went to seminars. I had a coach. I had mentors. I listened to videos, podcasts, read blogs. I did everything, although I didn't have a vision. I had no goals and I had no purpose, no time-based agenda, or it really being measured. As I mentioned, I was in the dark. I was shooting in the dark. Right before the time that I knew I wanted to be a coach, I was in the darkest time of my life. Walking in dark. Not knowing where I was going. The moment, and I mean the moment, all that changed. Just one moment. And I kept reading, I kept going to seminars, kept listening to podcasts, doing everything. But it's the fact that I was taking the deliberate action, having a vision, having the goals that shined a light on really where I was going, what I was capable of doing, the impact I wanted to make. I wasn't able to transform fully until I had a vision, until I had certainty moving forward. So dream big and turn those dreams into visions. Turn those visions into goals and make life happen for you. Live your prosperous life. All right, now we're at the end. I want to break down the transformational message of vision. So what's impossible? Let's highlight this. Nothing's impossible. Any limitation is in your mind. Any limitation is in your mind. So let's let that go. We don't need limitations in our life. Life vision. Life vision's, the top of the mountain that you want to climb. What exactly do you want by the end of your life? Again, this is going to change as time goes on. So we want to evaluate this at least every 6 months. What do we want to achieve? This allows us to continue to grow into something magnificent. This allows us to grow into something magnificent. So take 5 minutes apiece. Go through your relationships, your material items, your career, your business, your mental, spiritual, physical. What you want in life overall. And take no limitations into that and write down generally what you want to accomplish. After that, go in and take that general statement of what you want to accomplish and get specific with it. What is it you specifically want to create and what is your purpose? Remember, dreams go to the graveyard and the vision you create stay to impact people for generations to come. Now bringing your vision into today, we have the top of the mountain vision. And now we set the goals, which really equate to the next trail, the next step of success. So take another 30 minutes and look at what your vision is. From there, set the goal. What is the next trail? What's the next goal? Be specific. What's your purpose for accomplishing that? What's the time bound? How long are you going to take to achieve this? And is it measurable? Can I truly identify when I did achieve that? Now, I really want to thank you. Thank you for showing up each week again. Thank you for showing up for yourself and transforming each and every day. I really appreciate you taking your time, whether you're going to the gym, whether you're flying, whether you're doing chores, whether you're just sitting and enjoying yourself, whatever that is, I appreciate you showing up. And if you enjoyed this podcast, I'd encourage you to take a look at the list of podcasts we have available. Again, I bring you a transformational message every single Wednesday, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Moving forward, continue to reach out to me. Go to the show notes in the description for any important information, and subscribe and leave a review. I want to be better every single week, so I'd love to hear your takeaways, what I can do better, what I did right. So go ahead and reach out to me at Braiden Belnap on social media and give me that feedback. I'd love to hear from you. And if you ever want to chat, please message me, DM me on social media. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys, and you have a wonderful rest of your day.